recognition this morning. I don't want to keep saying this afternoon, Jim, because it is this morning. This is the first morning game I've done in, well, many years. I can't remember the last one, if I've ever broadcast one, but written some up. But a little bit chilly here. There is a wind chill factor, but the one good thing about it, it is sunny. Very few clouds in the sky, and that's going to really help the crowd that's continuing to file into here at Dunaway Field. And you mentioned the big thing on the kickoff. Dover won it, the toss, but they deferred the second half.
That's right, Pete. Let me correct you in one thing. You said it's a little chilly. It is downright cold. It's bitter cold, and it's the breeze that's doing it.
That's right.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting morning. A lot of enthusiasm here by the fans. Big crowd coming in, still coming in. There you are.
And here's the kickoff by the Greenway. If it goes out of bounds.
Hamlet's kick is out of bounds.
Kick by Jason Hamlet. And
bring it back.
Right, it's going to come back
to the 35-yard line.
Somersworth will have the ball first down, 10 yards to go at their own 35-yard line.
So Somersworth will take it starting at the 35.
Well,
John Dumay's the quarterback.
Just a big test now between the two. The two lines, we can see who's going to have the impetus on there, who's going to push who backwards.
And we will.
Both teams, as I mentioned, have two good defensive teams.
John Dumay's the quarterback for the Toppers. Handoff. And about a gain of 1 yard on that play. And the ball carrier was number 28, Matt Turcott.
John Dumay.
You've seen it there. Good defensive play right there by the middle. He had closed it up pretty fast.
Gain of 1 yard on the play. Second down, 9 yards.
Look for that Dover defense led by the tackle, Chris Moan. And you can pick that up too, Jim. We're going to have Ian Dobbins again and Shane Bickford, the safety. It's been tough all season. That's what Jim Keys said. There's the pitch. Dehane coming around, trying to turn the corner, spins away from a would-be tackler and gets up to around the 45-yard line.
Dehane did a great job there, and a little juke and get himself about 3 or 4 more yards, pretty close to the first down, about a yard to go.
52, Kevin Brown.
One of the people in on the tackle,
and by number 32,
Kevin Brown.
Third down, 1 yard to go, a gain of 8 yards on the play.
Good defensive team by Dover. You got Josh Young, Kevin Watson, Brian Crowell, Chris Moan, and Ivan Dobbins.
Okay, was that Ian Dobbins, I believe, at one end. And handoff by Hebert, Kevin Hebert, the ball carrier.
Bread and butter man there. Good tackle by number 52 of Dover, came right in.
Number 25, Kevin Hebert.
Kirk Brown ain't on the tackle.
On the play, tackled by number 89, Josh Young.
And Josh Young.
So defensive, those are two of the defensive people for the Dover Green Wave.
They got the first down, Pete.
If they did, the ball is on the 49-yard line of Somersworth. There's Kevin Hebert, and wrapped up right away by Brian Kroll. Boy, the nose guy came in and really put it to him.
Big number 60 got in there, Brian Cromwell. He's 5'10", 165 pounds, did a nice job stopping Big Hebert.
Number 52, Kevin Brown.
Okay, Brown also, they say it on the tackle, but the initial stopper, and he did it basically by himself, was Crowell from the nose guard position. So it's second down, and call it 10 yards to go from the 49-yard line of the Somersworth Toppers.
Crowd still coming in here.
That's right. They had 2,500 here last year, so the crowd filed in late, as crowds normally do. You got a good crowd in the end zone to our left. And again, stack up is after a gain of 1 yard as the Dover defense coming up big right early. Hebert took the handoff that time from Dumay's.
Tried to go off on the right there. There was no hold. He tried to use some leg strength on there and only gained about a yard.
Third down, 9 yards to go at the Greenway 49.
This fellow made the tackle. His big 89, Josh Young, coming out of the ball game.
They're going to call it a 3rd and 9 from the 49. We said Rich Gould up top doing a good job setting up and everything. We thank him for coming out on this Thanksgiving morning. And off to Hane coming around. He seems to have plenty of room on the left side. He's going to get the first down and more as he comes inside the 35-yard line before he's ridden out of bounds.
Good tackle by Dave Sullivan. I'm sorry, Dave Sullivan.
Dave Sullivan was the main tackler.
5'11", 203.
Dave Sullivan, that's a first down on the play.
Brian Crow came over to help out, but Dave Sullivan was the tackler, and the ball down to the 32-yard line.
Down, 10 yards to go.
So again on that, I guess you got to call it the sweep left, Jim. He had plenty of room around there. He was able to get the corner very nicely, and he picked up about 17 yards.
Eric Pippin made a nice block on that.
Dumays to throw for the first time, goes down, and that's going to fall incomplete. You could tell for the moment he threw. I don't know what happened on the pattern, but Hebert was in the middle, hadn't got over to the far side yet.
I noticed 32 was probably that sun was a factor there. He kept looking up. The ball was close to him. That was Shane Bickford. Just let the ball go right by him.
Nobody really in the area at that particular point. 2nd and 10 from the 32 for the Somersworth Toffers. We're here in the first quarter. Thanksgiving Day clash at Dunaway Field, Dover High School.
Here's a big play coming up now.
Well, we've got a 2nd and 10 from the 32. There goes the toss to Dehane. He's trying to go through the right side and had a little running room, but quickly knocked down over there.
18 on the crest.
49. Dave Sullivan.
Dave Sullivan and Chris Moan in on the tackle.
And he picked up about 3 yards to the 29.
Third down and 6.
I don't know, make it 4, I guess. Actually, it's closer to the 28, so it'll be a 3rd down.
You have Somersworth with the win at their back.
Well, that's why
a field goal.
That's why Dover wound up deferring to the second half, I guess. Okay, and there's that time nothing on a 3rd and 6, and that went for maybe a yard loss.
Great defensive play by both the tackle and the guard. That's number 18 coming in, Chris Moan.
Saw Chris Moan, but number 41, Dwayne Sanger, got up off the pile also.
He's getting up kind of slow there.
Well, stopped
5 yards to go.
Barely as you look at that, barely a yard pickup. There wasn't even really a yard pickup on that play. There's probably about a half a yard, but it's probably closer to 6 on the 4th down. Let's see what the Toffers do in this circumstance.
Keys will go for the down, and I think he'll put this ball in the air.
A lot of people spending their time at Thanksgiving morning here. As you said, Jim, it's downright chilly. You didn't want to describe any warmth here today. That's some motion somewhere.
Flag on the play.
Right? That's going to be on Somersworth for illegal procedure. That's going to make it 4th and about 10.
5-yard penalty.
Oh, how you doing?
We have coffee coming in, as you notice, coming through the press box door. I'm telling you, somebody was sitting outside individually and could get it. They would make a mint today.
Pete, it's going to be tough on both quarterbacks today.
It is.
With Jason Hamlet and both John there, Hebert.
All right, so
their hands are cold.
Back at the 32, it's 4th and 10. Dumays will have to pass. Dumays being rushed a little bit out of the pocket, throws, and incomplete, intended for Hebert. That was kind of short over there, and man on the coverage was number 84, Sean O'Connor. So the Green Wave hold on Somersworth's first offensive attempt.
Yeah, they drilled that ball about 38 yards down the field and then came to a stop. Good defensive play by that big Dover line.
6:44 left in the first quarter, no score, and the Green Wave taking over on their own 32-yard line, 1st and 10.
Keep your eye on number 27. He's tough, good ball player.
Now, John Teves is the quarterback, the junior, and number 27, as you mentioned, Hamlet now running out of the tailback position or a running back position. Ken Osborne, the head coach of the Dover Green Wave, was talking about that. It was speculated in the local press, Jim, that he might do that, and he has done that.
Dan Porter come in pretty fast. This blue team, Somersworth, can move both right and left laterally. They do a good job on that.
You've got Dave Sullivan as the fullback in the lineup, and you've got Hamblin as the other back, and Hamblin taking the handoff and wrapped up. Boy, he didn't.
By number 27,
Kevin Hebert from his linebacker position, and helped out also there by Chris Rees, I think, and McKay. Kevin Hebert was in there. Wayne McKay, the veteran.
Wayne McCabe, 6'4", 277. He's been a stalwart all year long for the last 4 years.
And he's not even the biggest player on the team.
By far.
But he's done a job, you're right, for 4 years. Okay, the handoff that time, and left side, as they looked like they ran somewhat of a counter.
You got big number 78.
Right.
Number 44, Jeff Hamilton on the carry.
Okay, Jeff Hamilton
Tackled by number 25.
was the ball carrier. Now the Green Wave
Dan Porter in on the tackle also.
Gain of 2 yards
Green
on
Wave
the
are going to
play.
have to
Fourth
punt.
down and 8. Jason Hamlin.
4th and 8 from the...
He's got the wind on it.
Right, 34, and there's the punt. As the snap was high, he had to go up for it.
Somersworth bounce.
You know, he was actually fortunate to get that one away, Jim.
Well, he certainly was, and then on that exchange of punts, Somersworth gained about 4 yards, 5 yards on the play.
Hardee's Market and Deli, 303 Main Street in Somersworth, is well known for the most delicious subs and deli sandwiches around. Careful preparation and generous portions make Hardee's the favorite of so many. Hardee's is home of Pepsi in case lots, 6-packs, or in individual cans. And don't forget the giant cooler is stocked with the coldest beverages in town. Hardee's is your place for all types of food items, as well as video rentals and Megabucks tickets. There's something special for everyone. Come in and say hello to Chris, Gino, and Danielle, now the happiest family in town. At Hardee's Market and Deli, 303 Main Street in Somersworth.
Well, we shall see. As the ball is on the, well, what do we got? The 39-yard line. 39-yard line is Somersworth with its second possession. Here with 4:45 remaining in a scoreless first quarter. This is Thanksgiving Day football game here at Dunaway Field in Dover between Somersworth and Dover on Channel 12. Handoff that time.
Hands off to number 25.
Kevin Hebert maybe just got across the 40-yard line.
Dave Sullivan. Gain of 2 yards on the play.
You got to give him close to 2 yards and make it 2nd and 8 from the 41. You know, I was going to say, I was looking at number 18 out there. I said, who is that? That's Chris Moan, 6'3", 200. Normally a defensive tackle would wear a different number. So what are you going to say, Jim? As Hebert running, and Hebert is knocked down for a loss.
25, Hebert on the carry, tackled by number 88, John Wilson.
88 did a great job with him. Good lateral movement to his left.
That's John Wilson, the 6'3", 190-pound senior, who plays tight end and defensive end.
Great ball player. Parents pretty proud of him. A good, honest student, and it looks like he's going to be headed to the Ivy League.
Oh, okay.
Does a great job out there.
Oh, close to the, closer to the 42-yard line, halfway between the 41 and 42. Call it 3rd down. Call it 3rd and 8. Dumais, a little bit of play action. Dumais down the middle. Pass is complete. And it was caught there by number 86, and that would be Randy Sivity.
I'll tell you, John did a hell of a job on that. He stayed in the pocket and threw a bullet right to John Sivity. Good, accurate play, good poise by John.
Well, Sivity at 6'3", 226. You've obviously seen him play a couple times this season. So the topper is inside the 35-yard line at the 34 of Dover. So here we go again. They got to the 32 last time. Then knocked back of the penalty, and Hebert breaking out of what was seen to be defensive congestion they had, Jim. And
he was stopped there.
Right, he was stopped.
Stopped at the line of scrimmage and just made a 90-degree turn and went in for the first down.
For another topper first down.
He went at the first down, picked up about 11 yards on the play, gets down to the 23, I believe it is. And it's a 1st and 10 for the Toppers.
I'd say right now both teams are sweating right now playing out there. They're loose. Jitters are over.
Dumays will go to Hebert, right side, and he's piled up after maybe a 2-yard gain.
Kevin Hebert for the Toppers.
You're seeing two good lines out there. I see 62 on the play, too.
18, Chris Moan.
Jim O'Brien in on the tackle.
And he also had Kevin Weston and Chris Moan over there. So Hebert's the type of player, obviously, that 891 yards coming into this game.
At the Green Wave.
But then Dehani has 828. Talk about a balanced attack on rushing. Dehani's using his block as well as he cut in off the left side. Gets down close to the 15.
Number 37, Rick Descharnay.
49 in on the tackle.
27, Jason Hamlet. And by number 49, Dave
Sullivan in on the play. I like the way Dehani's did that. Then the hole closed up fast. He just put his head down and used his legs for extra yardage.
That he did. Indeed.
Big play coming up now, Pete.
3rd and 4, call it from the 16-yard line. The handoff.
Close.
Struggling close to the 10 or the 11.
He's got it.
Yes, he does. Was that Hebert?
Ball carried by number 28.
No, that was Matt Turcotte picking up the first down to the 11-yard line.
Well, they still can make a first down, Pete, before they go in for the score.
Okay, you're right, and that's down, where are we? Just right around the 11. As you look for the chain over and where the thing is, so it's on the 11-yard line, 1st and 10.
These are the trenches right now.
Not 1st and goal, as you say. They can make the first down at the 1, so it's not a 1st and goal. 1st and 10 at the 11. There's the toss. Hebert looking for running room outside. He's not going to find it.
Good hands.
Kevin Hebert on the carry.
And one of the tacklers, Shane Bickford, coming up from the safety position, number 32.
32 on the tackle, Shane Bickford, 5'11", 170. Did a nice job on that.
Playing as what, their strong safety position, I believe.
I tell you, once that Hebert gets going, if he can get those legs going, he can really move.
So we've got a 2nd and, well, actually, you've really probably got a 2nd and 10 from there.
Oh, that was a quick opening play.
Ball carried by number 28.
And Matt Turcotte going through.
By number
now he's going down to around the 5.
Dave Sullivan, another nice tackle.
Chris Moan.
Dave Sullivan, 5'11", 203. So they got some beef up there in that front line.
Gain of 6 yards on the play.
That's it.
And that's it. That's it. A 6-yard gain by Turcotte, and he takes the ball just inside the 5. That's going to be the end of the first quarter here. Thanksgiving morning at Dover High School. The score: Somersworth nothing, Dover nothing.
Hilltop Chevrolet, Route 108 in Somersworth, is proud of their service department. In fact, there's been a 50% increase in business over last year, and it's because of a genuine commitment to quality care. Tune-ups, brakes, exhaust, general and major engine repair, plus Hilltop's specialty. Computerized alignment service, utilizing the most advanced and accurate system on the market today for any vehicle from a Geo Metro to the huge Kodiak dump truck. Hilltop's goal is to keep your vehicle in the best mechanical condition possible. Trust in Hilltop Chevrolet, located on Route 108 in Somersworth.
Back here for the start of the second quarter at Dunaway Field, Dover High School.
Dover's got to hunker down now.
The handoff, Kevin Hebert, touchdown.
There it is, first score.
3 seconds into the...
Kevin Hebert.
Big cheer from across the way there, the Somersworth fans.
3 seconds into the second quarter as Hebert scores from the 4-yard line with 11:57 left, and we want to write it down somewhere, but boy, that wind does get cold here, doesn't it, Jim?
Pete, this was Key's game plan right along. Hang on to that ball, eat up the clock, and score early.
They had a big run there. A big pass completion, and the kick is blocked. Looked like Moan, it looked like number 18, Moan came in on that block.
Troy Brown is blocked by number 18, Chris Moan.
And it was confirmed as Chris Moan.
Chris Moan made a terrific play. 6'3", 200 pounds, came right in. Although there was a bad snap coming in, the holder had to get it on the hop.
This tree was planted over 50 years ago when Stratford Farms started serving the very best. And now at the new Stratford Farms Family Restaurant and Lounge, the Allen family serves the very best for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This begins in the kitchen with our delicious home cooking, from fresh baked muffins to fresh roasted turkeys to homemade ice cream and desserts. So you can enjoy the taste of home cooking while dining with us at Stratford Farms Family Restaurant and Lounge, Route 108, Dover.
And I think you're right, Jim, that Jim Keyes' group, if we can keep our papers together here, came out able to run big pass to Sivany, and that really set things up. 4-yard run, and we'll see what the Green Wave can come back with here.
Pete, I think I'm having a problem here with this wind.
Yeah, I think we're right by the...
Stats.
Right. Well, that's all right.
These computers are shooting them out, but we can't hold the papers down.
We'll just have to do the best we can, I guess. Somehow or other, we're managing. I don't know how.
Shot one.
Okay.
Shot one.
Shot kid coming down. That's Dave Sullivan coming up to the 36-yard line where he's brought down.
Dave Sullivan.
69, Eric Piazza. 168 made the tackle.
Where Dover will take over, first down, 10 yards to go.
So we spending our time here with gloves on and keeping papers down, but that's what you expect at this time. Winter coming, the taste of it coming a little bit too early. We'll warm up some other days. By the time you see this on Channel 12, it will probably be nice. Who knows? But at least the sun is out. And first and 10 at the 35 for Dover. Hamlet going wide right on that play, trying to run the sweep.
Good legs on that.
Number
37.
Jason Hamlet carries for the Green Wave.
37 on the play.
45, Jason Lieber.
Also Rick DeHannis, Captain Rick DeHannis on the tackle.
Actually, they actually started from about the 36, so that's a 5-yard pickup by Hamlet.
6 to go.
Pete, that's a great advantage to be with the win, and that's what Dover is now. Somersworth scored and took advantage of that.
2nd and 5 for Dover. Here again now in the second quarter here. Dover has the wind to its back. Greenway is Hamlet cutting in, and he gets close to the 40-yard line before he's brought down.
Jason Hamlet on
one of those people in on the tackle. It looks to be Jeremy Letourneau is around
57,
there.
Jeremy Letourneau.
This is a big play coming up now. Third down about 2 yards ago, yard and a half.
Right.
It's a big factor that Dover has right now, big advantage with the wind. Somersworth had it the first period.
Call it 3rd and close to 2 for the Green Wave on the 44-yard line. Hand off. Hamlet wanted to move further, but he got what he wanted, the first down, and picked up a couple of yards extra.
Well, that was a quick opening play then. He had the clear field ahead of him, but it closed up pretty fast. Desharnais is in on the tackle.
First down, 10 yards to go at the Green Wave 48.
The officials for today's game was Tom Gilpatrick, the referee, Jeff Joseph, the umpire, Roy Bolin, the head linesman, Mark Gregakis, left line judge, and Paul Campbell, back judge.
Everybody out waiting, working up an appetite, I'm sure. This one thing, they'll be working up an appetite for that Thanksgiving turkey, Jim.
Yeah, 69, a little excited on
That's
that
right.
Piazza.
Offside on Somersworth.
5-yard penalty on the top. This will give the Green Wave first and 5 and down at the 46.
At the Somersworth 46-yard line.
Toppers.
Somersworth watched them all year long, seem to be vulnerable on the right end and the left end, and also in their secondary on the passes.
Yeah, let's see what the passing thing is. Tevz
right
pitching to Hamlet. Hamlet gets some room the left side off the pitch and gets it inside the 40-yard line.
That was Sacco.
Derek Downing.
Derek Downing in on the tackle, made a real good tackle there because he was off and running.
Well, down close to the 38, so give it a 6-yard gain by Hamlet. So obviously Hamlet had come into this game with some fine running statistics as a quarterback, but now he doesn't have to worry about anything else except running.
John Tevas.
No, that's Tevs, how it's pronounced. He's the junior quarterback who will take over next year, or is in contention for next year's job, we're told, or from what we understand, and is Hamlet running. Hamlet.
He's a bull out there. He's got all the moves, good speed, and he's a heavyweight too. John is 5'10", 202 pounds.
Oh, a couple of 6-yard gains. Hamlet this year in gained 458 yards and scored 3 TDs as a rusher, but he also passed for 302 yards. Hamlet again.
30 went on the play for the Toppers.
Tackled by number 37.
Tim Wilder, 37.
Correction, those statistics are backwards. Hamlet this year rushed 92 times, 302 yards, and scored 303 TDs, 3 touchdowns. He was 40 for 95 through the air for 458 and 3 TDs. But you can see, obviously, Hamlet's capable of rushing.
Well, he gets that little seam. You open that up, and he can drive right through it for long yardage.
Now another run, and they're down 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line as they're running against the Topper defense. Coming left, and Hamlet this time is tripped up.
Number 27.
And number 69 said no. Eric Piazza said he will not go anywhere.
We're mentioning his name quite a bit. He's doing quite a defensive game out there. A lot of tackles by Eric.
That's a loss of a yard. So on the 2nd down play, Greenway will have 11 yards for first.
Nice drive by the Green Wave. They say Toppers are vulnerable to the right.
There's a handoff. Good running room, Hamlet. As you know, what I think. What does it look like, Jim? They might have run a counter type of thing again. They had the back going one way, and Hamlet just had some nice room down there. They get down inside the 25. He's at the 23.
John Tibbs doing a nice job there in hiding that ball. He's freezing the linebackers and hiding the ball in the gut of the runners.
Because they're seeing the fake and
give it to the bread and butter. Hamlet.
Number 20
down close to the 20. Hamlet, so he's been the ball carrier, the principal carrier. He's at the 20.
Well, you know who's going to get it now. You talk about a big play, 4th down at about 3 or 4.
Call it 3. They got to go down to the 17 for the 1st down.
This is a big one. They'll keep it on the ground because they're doing a nice job right side and left side of that top of line.
4th and 3. Let's see what Green Wave do. And he didn't know. Well, the pitch to Hamlet. Tevs looked one way, and he looked one way, John. Was that? I think that was a busted flag. I'm not sure, but what do you think happened? Tevs looked one way, and then he saw Hamlet. He didn't. I think he was going to pitch earlier, possibly.
It was a broken play out there. The ball snapped, and I guess the wrong man got the ball. But Eric Piazza again, he made that tackle, and Somersworth takes over.
Right, and that was what happened there. Is Hamlet got it, came over to the right side, but didn't have a chance to go anywhere. So the ball is on the 25 with Somersworth 1st and 10. They would go to Shiny's left side, and he won't be let go. There was really one principal tackler there, if we can see him get up.
I'll tell you, both teams are doing one heck of a defensive game out there.
Jason Hamlet, the tackler on that play, he got him by the ankle and wouldn't let him go. So we've got a loss of a yard on the play. 2nd and 11 from the 24.
You got John out there, Dume, so he's got the win with him. He wants to throw that long pass.
Very quick first half so far. And off that gets Turcotte.
Number 28, Matt Turcotte.
Some decent yardage off that left side.
Turcotte went out there like a bullet right to the left side, gained some good yardage.
7 yards on the play, 3rd down.
Gonna call it a 7-yard gain. And a 3rd down play from the 32-yard line.
Now this line of the blue, they can really open up those lines.
You can see it when they come up to the line of scrimmage, how big they are. That time, man, there's a fumble, and it looks like it's recovered by Dover. The Green Wave have the football.
Yeah, they had Hebert straight up, and they just snatched that ball right from him, held it up high. But I noticed that once Hebert hesitates on there, he hesitates a little bit too long, and the Green Wave just pounces on him.
Shane Bigfoot giving the credit, number 32, giving the credit for recovering that fumble at the 33. So
First down, Green Wave.
Dover, with 4:23 left until halftime, is in business. The right side now, there's Hamilton.
Number 44, Jeff Hamilton on the carry.
Nice running by Jeff Hamilton. Went over to the right side of the line. 55 came up fast, and Big Wayne was in on the tackle.
7 yards to go at the Topper 30.
The Green Wave added 3 more yards to the total. So it's an evenly played game here at Dunaway Field. It's 6-0 for Somersworth.
Yeah, and 3:50 to go for the half.
Kevin Hebert scored on a 4-yard run on the first play of the second quarter. And the handoff that time, Hamlet gets down inside the 30 to around the, well, not too far inside the 30. I guess he actually got to the
Boy, he's the
28.
Hamlet there. He's the workhorse for Dover, and he can do it all. John Wilson over on the right side of the line. He's dangerous on these passes.
It's a 3rd and 5 from the 28. Over Green Wave after the fumble recovery. And we had a little bit of a problem over on the right side.
Flags on the play.
And that's going to be legal procedure on the part of Dover. As it looked like the right tackle, was it? Possibly jumped.
These are the little things that mean big things.
Very, very.
Little procedures, dead ball fouls. Very important when you get into that zone.
Ball's back to close to the 34-yard line, so that's going to make it a 3rd down and 10.
Put it up in the air now, I believe.
Right. Well, Tevz is going to have to throw, and he completes it. He completes it inside the 25-yard line.
What a great play that was there. He just got in that pocket and threw a bullet pass for the first down. Now that was right against the wind, too, on that pass.
You know, you're right. It certainly was. That's right.
Well, this is it.
Dover's going into the wind.
Crowd's getting excited right now. Big crowd here on the Dover side. Good crowd there on the Somersworth side. They're saying, hunker down, Big Toppers, hunker down.
1st and 10 on the 22-yard line. That's the fake. Now the next man through. There's Hamlet. Hamlet has got some running room. He gets down inside the 5-yard line.
Oh, what a good counter play that was.
It certainly was.
Give a lot of credit to Tevz there. He hit that ball, froze the defensive backs, and good gain by Big John.
Please.
Oh, boy, down to the 5-yard line, and that was a 17-yard run. I believe you had give him about 17 yards on that play.
Jason did a nice job on that run.
Yeah, the handoff this time it looked to be
Number 44, Jeff Hamilton.
Hamilton. It was Jeff Hamilton carrying. Number 44, Hamilton, a 6'1" sophomore, 6'1", 195-pound sophomore.
About 2nd down, about 4.
So Hamilton, a junior, correction. Hamilton's one of the 15 juniors on the team. And about a yard pickup on the play. So call it 2nd and goal to go.
Keep
inside the 5.
Keep your eye on Big 27. Timeout, Toppers.
1:02 to play here in the first half, and a very fast-moving half, Jim, has started about 35 minutes ago or something. There hadn't been much passing. The people have kept the ball on the ground, and the clock goes on that. And obviously, the timeout here is Jim Keys, the head coach of the Toppers, wants to get his defense set on a 2nd down play.
Probably they want to take a look at that Marty scoreboard there. Big Marty Reardon, owned and operated by Marty in Dover.
They said they had 2,500 people here last year. I'm sure they've got that today. Of course, the way these people are scattered in the bleachers, either side is completely full, but you know there's at least that type of people here today, because these stands hold a lot of people.
Pete, I think you got second down now and around maybe 4, and you know who the big man out there now is. They're going to depend upon big number 27, big Jason Hamblin.
Please assist in the concession stand during halftime.
We've got a second down and goal. The ball, it's inside, it's just inside the 5.
For the Greenway.
Tev's calling the signals. A lot of motion in that backfield. And,
loose ball.
Right, a loose ball is, I wonder if here again, there was a lot of motion going on in that backfield. Like somebody was a little bit unsure of what was going on, Jim.
You're right, Pete. There was a busted play there, a little hesitation, a little confusion.
Hamblin fell on the pitch on the ground, the errant pitch, a fumbled play, and it's back to the 6. So we've got a 3rd and goal now for the Toppers, for the Greenway brother, as the timeout is called again, and they'll try to get their play straight.
Yeah, we got Tevz out there, as you mentioned. He's only a sophomore, I believe.
Yeah, he's a junior.
Class of 96, you're right.
He's a junior.
And it's cold out there.
Well, it's not exactly warm in this booth either, but that wind makes it, without the wind, it would certainly be different. But it's been an interesting game. It's a close game, one we wanted to see. You want to see a close game on Thanksgiving Day.
Big call, Pete. Big one coming up.
3rd and goal from the 6. Tevz hands off Hamblin. Hamblin, touchdown. Nice cut by Hamblin. And it's 6-6 with 49 seconds left in the first half.
He had that will to score on that. He went to the right side, made a little juke to the right, and went over for the TD.
That juke was nice. So the Greenway, after that fumble recovery, were able to get in there. That was a big fumble recovery.
Big point coming up. Timeout called by Dover.
Timeout Dover.
Marty's Friendly Market brings you the score, 6-6.
6-6 with 49 seconds left in the first half. I'm Pete Barker, along with Jim Fabiano. Rich Gould, our cameraman technician, is
cold. Rich Gould.
Yes, it's cold here. It doesn't we feel in Dover, as it is all over. Do we go to the day we're doing this? And when you know it, when you see this, and it's being shown, well, tonight, which is Monday and Tuesday. Tomorrow, we understand, here on Channel 12 in Dover. And it's going to be interesting to see what the weather is by then. It won't be quite as, you never know. People always look at this and say winter has arrived, but not yet. Not by, I go by the calendar. December 21st, folks, is not here yet. But on November 24th, 1994, Thanksgiving Day, and let's see whether Big Dover can go ahead as Hamblin's kick is
no
good. Off to the left, was it? Yeah, wide to the left.
We got an angle over here, Pete. It looked good going up there, but the officials' signals says NG.
I'll tell you, that's going to be one of the toughest things to do if the kick is just wide, to look at that thing, because there's such a thing, Jim, as we've got 49 seconds left in this first half with the kick failed, so it's a 6-6 tie. There's such a thing that by the height of the goalpost, if that ball goes up there and is even with the height or over the height of that, what do you, well, you've had more experience than I, you know what I'm trying to get at, is it, how does the officials judge that?
Well, if you want to rationalize, Pete, and use the easy out, you got that wind against you, too. That wind's a little swirly, so it's a tough thing to do. It was close by.
Well, I'm just talking about in general how an official winds up judging a close call like that.
Well, they got 3 officials looking at that ball, 2 on the goal post, and you got the referee right in the center.
So that's how you're going to look at it. You got to figure that with 3 people looking at it, it's got to be correct. I'd just be concerned if it went up even with the goalpost, but you couldn't tell what it was online where it was. The best thing to do is if you could just look at it and see whether it definitely goes wide.
You got Jason Hamlet again doing the kicking. Got some speedsters there with the toppers. And
and the kick, the ball fell off the tee.
Jason's kicking against the wind. And if it goes off again, you'll have a holder. You'll have a holder now.
You can see the crowd over on the far side. And here's the kickoff.
Loose ball.
Right. This ball is being picked up by number 89 of Somersworth, who's tackled right there. That was Eric Pepin.
Kickoff return.
Is that a loose ball? That was a free ball on any free kick like that. Anybody's ball.
First down for the Toppers at their own 28-yard line.
So Somersworth takes over at the 28 with 43 seconds remaining here in this 6-6 tie here in the first half.
I don't want to jinx the Toppers, Pete, but this is about the spot where they fumbled the last time they had the ball.
I believe it was around the 32, wasn't it? Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, about right. Hand off. And
good defensive play again by the Greenway. Big number 60 in on the play.
I'm not seeing who the carrier was over there. Was that Hebert? I guess that was Kevin. That was Kevin Hebert who carried.
They're keen on him now. They put 2 or 3 men on him.
Yeah, they're going to let it go out. This is they don't even have to snap it again.
Dave Sullivan and Brian Cromwell on the tackle.
And 4 seconds, 3-2, and that's going to be it for the first half here. As we've come to the conclusion of 2 complete quarters of play here in this Thanksgiving Day clash at Dunaway Field in Dover between the Dover High Green Wave and the Somersworth High Toppers. And the score, Somersworth 6, Dover 6. And we'll be
For the best in Szechuan, Cantonese, and Hong Kong cuisine, come to the Yangtze Szechuan Restaurant in Somersworth. Yangtze Szechuan Restaurant brings you the taste of Boston with daily lunch specials from $2.50. A Sunday buffet for $6.25, just $3.25 for children 12 and under, and daily dinner specials. We also offer banquet facilities for up to 100 people. Yangtze Szechuan Restaurant, 509 High Street, Somersworth. Call 692-3355 for orders to take out.
All right, back here at Dunaway Field, Dover High School. I'm Pete Barker, along with Jim Fabiano and Rich Gould. We want to thank the coffee that we've had for 2 cups of coffee or hot chocolate here at Dunaway Field, Jim.
We certainly do.
Because it really is cold here, and the wind is kept out of the back of us due to this press box. We certainly thank all the hospitality by the Dover High School people. And it's a 6-6 tie. The crowd on hand is seeing a pretty good game here on Channel 12. They couldn't really ask for a better game here on Thanksgiving morning.
Pete, you talk about the crowd. You got to give them a lot of credit, too, for braving this cold weather. They're enjoying it. They're stamping their feet. And they are really holding that enthusiasm.
Now, of course, Dover wound up winning the toss, the opening toss, and, of course, deferred to the second half, and they will receive the kickoff. And here again, they're going into the wind, but in the fourth quarter, they'll have the wind at their back, and it's a 6-6 tie. And it's in a pretty good ball game. So a strategy there by the Dover High Green Wave, of course.
Pete, I'm a little puzzled because Dover has a little scat back there. And he's not played as yet. His name is Pelletier. Whether he's ready or not, we don't know.
There's the kickoff coming down to Hamilton. Hamilton coming up across the 35-yard line. And he's close to, well, where is he? About the 38-yard line.
Matt Turcotte in on that tackle. He had a little crease there, but it closed up very fast.
Touchdown scored in the first half with 3 minutes, 3 seconds into the second quarter. Kevin Hebert, a 4-yard run for Somersworth. The kick was blocked, and it was Jason Hamlet.
What a game he's playing there.
Jason Hamlet, the 6-yard run, but his attempted kick went wide. A fumble on the play as the back came through the hole, and he recovered his own fumble, did he?
That was a big break by Dover. Again, that's understandable because starting off with this cold weather, their hands are cold.
And that was Hamilton who came through. And if his hands are as cold as yours have been, Jim, his hands are cold.
His hands are cold.
Even with your gloves. So everybody's got gloves up here, hoods. I'm fairly warm. Not fairly at that point, but the wind is coming around is what does it, really. That's the thing.
Sharp, very sharp wind.
But we are enjoying ourselves. We're in a pretty good ball game here. As Tevz is going to hand off this time.
Oh,
there's the fumble, the strip, and the recovery. Give Somersworth credit right there on the strip. Now, did we get... I thought Dan Porter did the stripping. I'm not sure, number 78, but he was stripped of the ball. He just didn't fumble it out of his own accord.
Pete, I think that's practice, too, during the week that they do practice. Coach give some time on that of stripping the ball, and it worked great then.
2 fumbles in a row by the Greenway. One on their own unforced situation. And it's a 1st and 10, the 36-yard line for Somersworth. At Dover's 36 on the fumble. There goes Turcotte, looking to find some room, and he does as he crosses down inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, he just followed his blockers quite well then and gained about 9 yards on the play. 49 on the play there, and did a nice job on the tackle.
That's
Dave Sullivan.
Yeah, he's a 5'11", 203-pound linebacker and fullback, and he's a sophomore. So, player of the future for Coach Ken Osborne and his staff. And this time a pile-up. As Hebert was met by a host of tacklers, you might say.
So I'll tell you, they're keying in on him. 2 and 3 fellas on him each time that ball is snapped. I see Kevin Conley down there.
Kevin Conley, a very familiar name. You know, for you and me.
Well, this is
Channel 12 circles. Thought he might want to stay home and keep warm.
Jim. I guess that was a call. He's got the first down. Dumay's just held on to the ball for the first.
And first down for the Toppers.
By number 49, Dave
Ball at
Sullivan.
the 24. .24-yard line for Somersworth, and the Toppers have a 1st and 10. 9 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. 6-6 the score on this Thanksgiving Day clash here at Dover High School's Dunaway Field. As the toss to DeHarnay's going left side, and he's knocked down for a
I'll
while.
tell you, that number 60 came in there like a bullet and made a nice play stopping him. Brian Crowell.
Tackled by number 60, Brian Crow.
Got to pronounce that name right, Crowell.
Crowell, right. And it is DeHarney's, is it? DeHarney's, as we've been saying. DeHarney's or DeSharney's? How do you pronounce it?
DeHarney's.
DeHarney's, right.
Okay. To celebrate its 15th reunion.
So, with no gain on the play. Call it 2nd and 10 ball still in the 24-yard line.
Look at that marker they got up there.
And we had a penalty on the Toppers.
What happened?
No illegal procedure
Penalty
against
on the play, illegal procedure against Somersworth.
They're accepting the penalty.
legal procedure against Somersworth. That will move the Toppers back 5 yards to the 29.
At the Dover 29.
So it's going to make it 1st and 15.
Yeah, it looks like Dover's challenging John Dumas to put that ball in the air. He's got... No, he's against the wind. No, he's got the wind with him.
Well, both teams, when they've been on scoring drives, have had decent field position where there hasn't been much of a time to put the ball in the air. Of course, Dover did have a big pass completion. Or rather, Somersworth had a big pass completion as Hebert hesitated and gained a few more yards on his own. He got a big hole to go.
Oh, you've seen his strength right there, and then good leg drive on that. He was hit once, bounced off, and gained another 2 or 3 yards.
Right, Hebert, of course, had a strong season this year. 6'4", 200-pound senior. Tri-captain, or rather, one of the 4 captains for the Toppers.
Good yardage on that last play.
was a 2nd and 6, so he picked up 9 on the play.
They got the Hardy stop right there. Lost some yardage.
Dehane's off on the side. So nothing going there for the senior.
See that big number 67 in there, Dan Hodgson, 6'3", 322 pounds. He can move some people in that line.
I understand there's a sophomore who...
Boston.
Right, Randy Boston, 5'10", 343, and he wears number 75, but doesn't play that much, does he?
343. 5'10".
3rd and 8. Dumay's little action rolling a little bit back and overthrows the intended receiver, Ebert.
He had him wide open there then. He's on the run, and he's not too accurate when he does that. When he runs to his right or his left, he's not as accurate as he is when he's in that pocket. Ebert was open on the play.
Called a 4th and 8 to go from the 22 with 6:50 remaining, third quarter.
They may think about a field goal. With the wind, may give it a shot. Wouldn't be a bad play, you know? They're going to try it.
Going to try the field goal. They'll set it up at the 29, and there's the kick, and it's going to be shot.
Shot. Again, it was a poor snap, Pete, by the center. Got up to the holder on a couple of bounces.
Now, I saw... All right, I don't know who did take that. Well, whatever. It's one thing. Troy Brown, I think, was holding.
Dover will take
and the kick... Well, that would be Devlin normally. Devlin attempted kick and shot, so Somersworth, after recovering a fumble, forcing a fumble, cannot do anything, and the ball will be taken over by Dover on the 20-yard line with 6:44 remaining in the third quarter. 6-6 tie here on Thanksgiving Day. And off, that's Sullivan. Sullivan to the 25, where he stopped.
Nice quick opening play, and the hole was there, but it closed up in a hurry.
Eric Pepin.
Eric Pepin on the tackle. Kevin Hebert came along to help out. I think we also had Jeremy Letourneau around the ball, number 57. 5-yard pickup.
There goes my notes.
Oh, what happened there? Oh, gee. Is that anything important, Jim?
No.
It's flying away? I don't know. You don't see anybody grabbing for it. Boy, what a run that time. Mostly on his own.
That's right. Yeah, you've seen an example of arm tackling, and you just can't take players down, whether it's high school or college. You've got to get your arms around and wrap around tackle to bring them down.
What a run by Sullivan. Dave Sullivan, the sophomore, comes up to the 38-yard line. And Dover, after taking over from that 20 following the missed Somersworth field goal, has the 1st and 10. Big run by Sullivan. There we go again with the handoff. It's going to the first man through. Before they were going with Hamlet a lot. Now they're going to the fullback Sullivan.
Yeah, and that's good blocking too by Hamlet. He's good with the ball and without the ball.
Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd down, 7 yards to go.
3-yard pickup. So you got Hamilton in the backfield along with Hamlet, Sullivan, the fullback, and the 2 running backs behind him is, as we said, Hamilton and Hamlet. John Tevs calling the signals. He'll hand off this time to Hamlet. Hamlet doesn't find a hole one way. It goes to the tight end, winds up gaining some yards.
Good play by.
Well, the hole was closed up on that time, Jim, as you noticed, and Hamlet saw that and said, I'm going as far outside as I can go, and he stayed right along the line of scrimmage. Up on that play, gets up to the 47-yard line, call it, close to the 47 of the Green Wave. 3rd and 2. Tevs will hand off to Sullivan.
He's got it.
Ball carried by number 49, Dave Sullivan.
Must be nice at times to hand off to the fullback like that, because he's the closest to the line. He can get that quick. Well, he's just that much closer to the line, and you get a block, he can get there and maybe find the hole for those couple of yards, which he did, right to midfield.
Well, this is...
Luckily, we haven't lost too many rosters here, Jim. We're all set.
This is what Ken Osborne game plan is hold on to the ball, lead up the clock, and get those first downs.
Well, you got 3:58 left here in the third quarter. 6-6 tie. There's Sullivan. And
49 days.
it was Sullivan.
For the Green Wave.
There's a nice follow through there by the Green Wave offense, but Sullivan was stopped for no gain.
Jason Lever did a nice job on that. He's 6 foot 193. Did a good defensive job on that.
Yeah.
Come on, he got a half yard.
Arguing about he got a half. We'll give it no gain on the thing. If it's 9.5, basically, you're not going to really. You need the 10 yards for the first down.
Yeah,
it looked like a mixed up on that play, and Hamlet on the receiving end of the handoff got knocked back for about a 3-yard loss.
Right, Pete. That was a broken play again. A little undecided on the handoff.
You know, I wonder if that could be due to the fact that you have a new quarterback out there. That's about the third time in this game, Jim, we've seen this confusion on the offensive side.
Well, that's good rationalization there.
Well, I don't know if this is what's happening out there, but things, a couple of times there has been confusion. It's a 3rd and 10 from the 50. Let's see if they go to the air.
In the air.
No, and then the handoff this time, and Hamilton will be knocked down, and probably for maybe a yard gain. And then on that tackle, as he was before, was Dan Porter, big number 78, 6'4", 296.
You're right to give the credit to Dan Porter. He stopped them there, and then a horde of blue jerseys come up and stop them. Not too many punts in this game, and here's one of the few.
Number 89.
Against the win.
At this point, Ken Osborne choosing not to punt, to pass, and there you can tell. Whoa! How do you believe that?
Somersworth bounce on that. A good 12 yards on that bounce.
No explanation needed on that one, as the line of scrimmage was the 49, the 48, and they will take that. That's a 2-yard punt with the bounce.
Down 10 yards to go for Somersworth at their own 49.
So Somersworth takes over after the win caused that to be a 2-yard punt, Jim.
Well, that's that 12th player on the field, the win on the topper side.
That's right. Handoff up the middle.
Big 28.
Turcotte with the carry, and he's stopped by the horde of defenders there.
We did expect this type of a game. Both teams are very good defensively, and that's exactly what they're showing on that field.
We got 1:39 left in the third quarter. Very fast as nobody's going to the air. They're keeping it on the ground. Call it a pickup of about 3 yards. 2nd and 7 on the 48. Hebert and the trip up in the backfield. Number 32. Give him the credit for that one. That's Shane Bickford.
Good ankle tackle by Shane. Just dove at him, got him by the tackles, and run him down.
Call it a gain of a yard down to the 47-yard line.
Here's where they force the toppers to put that ball in the air. If Dumas keeps in the pocket, he's very, very dangerous.
You got 3rd and just about 7 from the 47.
And you can almost expect a blitz on this one by the big Green Wave.
Well, let's see what they're going to do.
Too many refs.
And the handoff messed up, and who's going to pick it up?
He called it dead.
He called it dead?
The official blew the whistle.
Yeah, he did, and that really drew some loud, should we say, claims of dismay from the Dover crowd here on this side, and wow.
What that?
I guess they said John Dumas must have fallen on it right away.
Well, once they blow that whistle, the officials can't do anything about it. That ball is dead once the whistle
is blown, right. Now back to punt. Somersworth, and he had a problem there, and a nice line drive punt.
Oh, what?
And that's going to roll all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, it was out to the 20.
Dan Devlin, what a nice, and you know, he had trouble, had to get the high snap, Jim.
That's right.
And he had to, instead of punting straight, kicking it straight away, he looked at the rush from his left and punted it on a line.
And he got the roll. He got the exact roll on it right into the end zone.
2 good rolls for Somersworth on these last couple punts. And we've got 9 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
Tie ball game, 6-6.
Couldn't really ask for a better contested game. Well, last year, of course, Somersworth won 12-6. So we're in the same type of situation here.
Come on now, break one here.
There go the handoff, Sullivan.
Dave Sullivan on the carry for Dover, gain of 5 yards.
And
Jeremy Letourneau.
7, Jeremy Letourneau.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Jim, no scoring in the third quarter. So after 3 complete quarters of play here at Dover High School, Somersworth 6, Dover 6. Back with more right after this.
Nard's TV and Appliance Store, 74 High Street in Somersworth, has a showroom full of appliances, including refrigerators of all sizes and styles, washers and dryers, dishwashers, microwaves, ranges, and much, much more. Nard's also has a full selection of television sets, whether it be small, medium, or large. Plus, there's video products, including VCRs. Come in, take a look, and remember that Nard's always services what they sell. Nard's TV and Appliance Store in Somersworth.
Back here at Dunaway Field in Dover, 6-6 tie on the Monty's Friendly Market scoreboard. I'm Pete Barker along with Jim Fabiano and Rich Gould.
Quite a ball game going on.
2nd and 5 for the Dover Green Wave. Another on 25, and a defensive stop by Somersworth as Sullivan has been the fullback, has been the main ball carrier here in the second half. So it was Hamblett in the first half, Jim, and Sullivan here in the second half, as Ken Osborne, evidently the head coach of the Dover Green Wave, trying to mix things up a little.
Dan Porter in on that last tackle.
Pass receivers' hands have been cold all day, pretty much.
See if they put that in the air down.
There haven't been many. I think there's been 1 completion today.
Get across.
And there's the handoff. Looked to Hamblett.
Ball carried by number 27, Jason Hamlet.
I would say he'll go for that first down. You got 4th down and about a half a yard to go, Pete.
Well, you're in your own territory, too. You're just shy of the 30-yard line on a 4th down. 4th and 1. No, he's going to punt. Hamblett will be back to do the punting. Hamblett standing at his own 15.
Watch out for trickery on this one.
Well, the next touchdown could be it. And the ball, it's a ground snap. That's what it was. Nice kick as he picked it up off the ground. And DeHarnes is going to let it go, and it will roll dead on the 25, just about the 25, where the Toppers will take over. 10:41 to play in this one. It's a 6-6 tie.
I'm surprised at that DeHarnes didn't get a chance, because it was a good kick, and he was under it, and he could have gained a few yardage on the catch.
45-yard punt.
Everything's flying.
Well, we lost one thing, but we'll keep ourselves here.
Gray ticket number 9590441.
Well, again, we stated that this is going to be a defensive game, and I think it's going to take a good break, a good play by either team. A breakaway will do it by either team.
Well, let's see what happens here. 1st and 10 for Somersworth. And Kevin Hebert, the ball carrier.
Boy, he's a bull out there, isn't he? When he gets those legs going, those wheels going, hard to bring him down.
Hebert carrying from the 26 up across the 35 to the 36.
He's 6'4", 200 pounds, and he could move for a big man.
So we've got a first down for Hebert, right?
Yeah.
I thought so. Just to get to check everything. So first down. And
loose ball.
All right, loose ball recovered by. Who was it? They were recovered by the Toppers.
There was a big break by the Toppers on that.
11 to go.
They're going to make him ride.
2nd down and about 11. Ball back to the 35-yard line. Somersworth 2nd and 11. 9:33 remaining in the game. Here we go. DeHarnes left side, trying to turn the corner, but was met there by Joshua Young, number 89, I believe.
The Honeys just decided to cut in. I think he had more room if he kept on the outside. He had a blocker in front of him.
Down and 9 yards to go.
But a good defensive play by 89.
Ball's at his
37-yard
name.
line.
Right, ball's at the 37.
Young.
It'll be third, Joshua Young on the tackle. 3rd and 9 at the 37 for Somersworth. Next touchdown could be a big one.
Yeah,
Obviously, here as we're coming into almost the midway point of the 4th quarter. Time has really flown by here.
Dangerous to put in the air.
All right, Dumays rolling to his right. Dumays wants to throw. He does throw, and it's incomplete as the far side going over there, hoping to get his hands on the ball was Eric Pepin with, I think he was covered over there by Sean O'Connor.
4th down and 9 yards to go.
4th and 9 for the Toppers, and they'll punt it away.
Good job, defense!
Now, you would think they would punt it away, wouldn't you, in this situation? Dover, of course, going with
John Dumays limping off there, but it was a shoe that came off.
All right. I'll say Dover going with the wind here. And the punt, here again, that backwards thing against the wind.
Number 37, Rick Deschaney, punts for
The Harneys with the punt, and will take over.
Good field position by the Green Wave, and they got about 8 minutes and 30 seconds to go
24 yards.
to break the scoreless tie.
First down, 10 yards to go at their own 40.
So the Green Wave taking it over. And actually at their own 41-yard line. Dover, 1st and 10. That is a quick fade. Pass over the middle as Tez faked to the fullback, Sullivan, and then went right over the middle.
Good call, but it just didn't materialize.
Down and 10 yards to go.
Either team wanting to win this at the end here. It's a 6-6 tie. They don't worry about the overtime situation here, do they?
They could, because it is one of the rulings. It's
well, it's not an officially counted game, though, so I wouldn't think that they would go into that. But interesting to see if they did.
Up in the air.
Yeah, Tev's passing and incomplete.
John Tez pass.
Pete, I'm surprised that we don't see that number 31, Tim Pelletier, in there, because against Timberlane, he was a big cog in that win.
Yeah.
Evidently, he must be hurt, and otherwise they'd be putting him in.
Yeah.
Played a great game.
You have to move out of his way. Here, why don't you just come in here?
Big 3rd down play. Will they put in the air? Time will tell.
It's 3rd and 10 of the 41. Tevz wanted to pass this time, and it's going to keep. And
Loose
it's
ball.
a loose ball. Did they blow it dead? I think they did. Yes, they did.
Right.
I figured they did, the way things were going over there, the way it looked.
John Tez.
Tevz went back to pass and then decided to run with it right away, and he looked like he slipped on the turf.
Well, it looks like a punt, and they got the win with them. So let's see the strategy of Jim Keyes. Will he allow that safety man to catch the ball?
And number 89.
He's playing deep, Pete.
It is, and the snap is low. Picked up Hamlet. He's not going to get a punt off. He's going to be brought down by Matt Turcotte on the 15-yard line. A mistake there, as the last time that snap, Jim, was on the ground, and this time it was too low, and he couldn't handle it, and this is what happens. A turnover right there.
Big play on that with only 7:22 left to go. Somersworth gets a big break, and let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Well, the ball's on the 15 with 7:14 and counting here in the 4th quarter. It's a 6-6 tie. It's been an exciting one here. If you like, and I do, you like the close game. They've controlled the ball. It's been good defense when there's had to, and it's a 6-6 game. And a nice tackle right
Quick
there.
opening play that was stopped on there. Big number, get his number there, 19.
But Turcotte making the big tackle there. Hebert picks up a yard.
Chris Moan made a great defensive play on that. Well, I will call this play going to the workhorse Hebert.
Raffle is Ellis Hood.
Well, Somersworth is in a situation where they'd be close enough right now for a field goal try. 6:26 and counting in this game.
Let's see if they give it to big number 25.
Here at Windy Dunaway Field. Let's see what they do. There's the toss. Hebert going right at. Hebert got off a tackle. Hebert gets down close to the 5.
What? He did that all on his own, Pete. He twisted and turned and went over to the right side. And let's see, he's close to a first down.
You're right, he did it on his own. He could have been tackled back at the line of scrimmage.
Well,
and gets down, where is he? Inside the 6?
With a yard to go for first down, and you can hear the fans yelling and screaming, "Hunker down, Green Wave."
Third down and 1 yard.
Hold that line. Tough line to hold.
Not only are they screaming that, but they're saying, "Can I get warm?" It's a cold one, but the coffee and hot chocolate have been selling well. We're sure of that.
Lopes, I don't think he made it.
You're right.
Hebert on the carry.
Hebert carried, but boy, that line was ready for him.
And number 54, Kevin Weston.
So some Kevin Weston in on the tackle.
Didn't make it.
The people and
Somersworth is
Brown, Kirk Brown, and they did not make it. So it's a 4th and 1.
And 1 yard to go.
This is the ball game right here. You heard it, 4th and 1.
Come on now.
Well, you're not going to bother to try to kick the goal. You're just going to go for the first down here.
I'm going to call a quarterback sneak.
Well, we haven't seen one all day. You see what happened? No, Dumais hands off to Hebert, and Hebert might not have made it. Let's see what happened. They're going to have to measure on this one.
Kevin Hebert on the play.
Oh, he's the man to give it to.
He gave it to Hebert.
It's the spot right now. The big play right now is where they spot that ball.
It's always a big play, isn't it? In close situations like this. You got to spot the ball.
Here. This is it. No signal as yet. There's a timeout. They're going to call for a measurement. I think he missed it. But I'm far away from it. Bad angle.
Time for a measurement.
Yeah, you can't really tell from here. What did you see on the tee? You can see it a little bit better on the screen than I can.
Length on the ball.
No. No, he did not make it. And you can tell, what was it? It was the length of the ball.
Great defensive play by the Green Wave.
He did not make it, and there was a situation there with 4:49 remaining in the contest. The Green Wave take over on actually just over their own 5, if you want to call it that way. It didn't get to the 5. It had to get there.
Continental Cable Vision will be broadcasting this game on Monday and Tuesday.
And then you hear an announcement about this game being rebroadcasted. Obviously, will be in a warmer environment where people will be watching it than they are now, but it's been a good one here at Dunaway Field.
Dover's got to go a long way with 4:26 remaining.
That's right.
6 tie.
From about their own 6-yard line.
Ball carried by number 27, Jason Hamlet.
Hamlet on the carry. That's a long way to go. You really don't have time, Jim, do you? Do you think, for a time-consuming drive? You need a big play in the
Well, I think what the coach wants to do, Coach Osborne, get out of that danger zone there now because it's cold, hands are cold. What he doesn't want to see is a fumble.
No, with 3:57 left and a 6-6 tie. We're in the 4th quarter.
Dover secondary is very close to that line, coming right up.
There's the pitch. Hamlet is somewhat hemmed in, and he does manage to get up over the 10.
Number 27, Jason Hamlet on the carry.
You had 1, 2, 3 misses on that tackle.
Eric Piazza.
Eric Piazza again on the tackle.
Boy, he's been on a lot of them this morning.
Brings up a 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Even though this will be a delayed broadcast, we want to wish each and every one of you a happy Thanksgiving.
I hope you're right, and hope you had one, if you want to look at it that way. Hope it was a warm one.
Come on, Green.
Big play, 3rd down, about a 1.
Ball on the 14-yard line. There's the handoff, and they won't get it. There's Hamilton, I believe, was
close,
stopped.
very, very close.
Well, maybe they will.
Carried by number 44.
Actually, that, based on where the ball, they started with the ball, Jim, that should not be a first down. That should be, no, it is not. It's a 4th down.
About a yard to go, I'd say.
Well, it's about a yard, maybe even a little less.
Now the brains are really concentrating now. Timeout is called by Greenway. What are you going to do, Pete? Punt or go for that first down? 4th down.
Well, you know, you're sort of in a weird situation here, because if you didn't make the first down, you give the ball to Somersworth on the 15-yard line. That'd be the second time you'd given it to him in that area in this quarter.
Fox Ridge Outfitters in Rochester, a standard for exceptional quality, such as jackets for the season, hats of all kinds, and much more for the outdoors. Fox Ridge also offers exceptional quality gifts for the season. And Fox Ridge specializes in exceptional outdoor equipment. It's Fox Ridge Outfitters in Rochester for all your outdoor clothing wear, gifts, and equipment.
Somersworth on the 15-yard line. That'd be the second time you'd given it to him in that area in this quarter, and you're really running a risk there. But if you want to score with 2:37 left in the game...
See, it's a catch-22 on this by the Dover Green Wave, because if you punt, you have to give the ball up with 2:37 remaining in the game. I would think that he'll go for the first down. That's my guess.
For the Green Wave.
Well, he's not.
And number 37, Rick Descharnay, is back deep for Somersworth.
If you had a tricky play, this is the time to do it. Work it out right now.
Look, you know, when the head coach of the Green Wave and his staff had decided to punt it. And there's the snap, and there's a penalty flag down.
If it's against the Toppers, it's a first down by Dover.
Now let's see who it's on, and it's now it's against Dover, so that means they definitely have to punt. But now Hamlet will be punting from even deeper.
And you'll probably see a blitz by the Toppers to try to block this punt.
Well, of course, in this situation too, Jim, you don't even need to do that, considering the win situation. You got to figure that you could get the ball at midfield at worst.
Well, he's got to catch that ball.
Because he's in the end zone. You got to get a good snap. And was it blocked by his own man? And a blocked punt recovered.
Unbelievable.
Was that blocked by a Topper or by his own man?
I think you're right. It could have been blocked by his own man.
I didn't see a Somersworth hand in there, but it was blocked. And anyway, we didn't get a good view of it. But the turnover.
We have a broken down replay machine. It's not working because of the cold weather, so we can't give it to you.
But it was a decent snap. The snap was all right, but I didn't see it, and the punt was definitely blocked. I almost thought it hit the back side of a Green Wave.
Pete, you got silence over here on the Dover side, and there's a lot of cheering on the Somersworth side.
Well, first and goal at the 8 with 2:18 remaining in this one. Dumas looked like he almost lost it. Hebert, and they just went right to the big man there. They pitched to him, cut off right tackle, and cut inside.
And they have to go for touchdown for first down.
The 3.
Second down.
Second and goal to go.
We didn't get as good a view. I thought for some reason it was not a Topper that blocked that punt. But whatever, the punt was blocked.
Well,
it was unfortunate that happened on that thing. And of course, whether they wanted to go for a first down or anything, they were going to punt, and that's what you want to do. Right, second down and goal from the 3. There goes Hebert. Hebert bounces into problems.
Great goal stand there by the Green Wave. Really hunkering. They already did it once this morning. They can do it again.
Shane Bickford, one of the tacklers. Third and goal from the 2.
And they are keying on Hebert. They know that he's going to get the ball.
I wonder what would happen if they don't make it. Would they try for a field goal with 1:11 left?
I think you're going to see a quarterback sneak in here.
Well, let's see what goes. It's going to come down to the last minute of this game.
You get Hodgson in there to pave the way.
1 minute left in the game. There's the toss to DeHarney's, and he doesn't get in.
I don't understand that play. Understand it. Great play. Good defensive play by Dover.
69, Ryan Benzarina.
Now, you know, the ball's in the middle of the field.
2 yards to go.
Or it looks like
he's hurt. We got a the harness, I believe, is hurt out there.
Ryan Mandarina made a great, the senior was in on that fine defensive stop. But you got the ball in the
Looks like
2-yard line.
Roy Remick here, a little hurt on the play.
Yeah.
But this is great to see these two high school teams play like this in the goal line stand. Dover did it once, now they're doing it again.
You got 35 seconds left. Would you have Devlin? The Devlin kick a field goal? Technically, the kick from here would be an extra point kick.
Well, he's against the wind. The wind is really blowing hard right now, watching that flag wave.
Nobody's been able to kick anything in this game.
Yeah,
There's been a block kick and one that went wide.
What an exciting finish this is going to be, and I think he is going for the field goal. He's putting the tee down.
Well, this is where, with 35 seconds left in the game at 6-6, you'd like to score.
Look who we have coming in here, that Boston kid.
No, for blocking, my goodness, yes he is. Devlin will try it, they'll spot it at the 9. And let's see what we can do here.
35 seconds to go.
The snap is low. The kick is... Where's the snap?
He made it good.
You had to wait to see the signal.
30 seconds to go, Pete. These fans are just... you can hear a pin drop here on the Dover side. And they're starting to get up. What a ball game.
The field goal was... The spot was just inside the 10. And so that you're talking about a 19 or 20-yard field goal, whichever you prefer. You take the longer distance to the 10 where it was kicked from. So that's an extra point kick is what it essentially amounts to.
We had to wait on that, too, because we got a bad angle, and we had to wait for that signal from the officials. What a heartbreaker to lose and a great one to win.
Well,
it's not over yet, though.
We're
still got 30 seconds.
Going to see some passes with 30 seconds left to go. So with 30 seconds, Devlin, what do we want to call that, a 20-yarder or a 19? It doesn't really matter what you want to call it. We'll call it
50-yarder.
20-yard field goal. We'll call Devlin whatever they want to call it. Is fine with us. And the kick was, the hold was just inside the 10.
30 seconds, Pete, and you know that Dover's going to get good field position because the wind's against them, against the Toppers.
So 9-6 is the score. 30 seconds left.
Oh, he's down. He's down.
He's down.
So that Federation ruling, once you have the ball, control of the ball, and your knee is down, the ball is dead.
Keith Norris, the senior,
first down, 10 yards
on the covering the ball, and we got the ball on the 28-yard line with 29 seconds remaining.
Clock is going.
Yes, it is.
There's the enemy right now.
Clock started right up. See, they don't really now. They're gonna spend 10 seconds getting this play off, and they don't really have. They're not coming up that fast.
And Toppers haven't got too many defensive backs.
No, there's only 10 seconds
pass.
left, and Tevz. They hand Hamblett as they're trying the halfback option pass.
Got behind him too.
That was a halfback option pass, and John Wilson was going down the right side, the net side. 5 seconds left in the game.
Matt was beaten on that play. He was behind him.
Timeout, Greenway.
No timeout called.
This is it. Let's call, where's that Flutie man? That Hail Mary pass that Dover can really use right now. Great game by two
decent
good
crowd
teams.
Here. All right, we haven't got any figures on the crowd, but a pretty good crowd here at Dunaway Field on Thanksgiving morning. A lot of them are heading home to get warm. You can tell that. We certainly hope you enjoy this game on Channel 12.
Give a lot of credit to the coaching staffs of both teams. Did a great job. Ken Osborne, Jimmy Keys.
When you score with 30 seconds left like that and get a kickoff, you really only have a couple plays to go, and you really got to pull something out of the hat. And with 5 seconds remaining, there's the only option is to pass it deep, and that's it. You've only got one play, and you have nothing else going for you with this.
They'll be talking about this game for many years on 30 seconds to go and making the field goal.
Yeah, but that block punt, which set it up. You gave Somersworth 2 opportunities inside the 15.
Somersworth going with a lot of defensive backs.
Oh, yeah, they're not going to. Tevz will drop back. Tevz will throw. And it is is going to be incomplete, and that's the ball game.
Somersworth does it again, Pete.
9-6 for the Somersworth Top is recapping the scoring. Well, the big one was that 20-yard field goal, if you will, by Dan Devlin with 30 seconds to go off the block punt. And we're still not sure whether a topper had blocked it or it went off the back of a Dover blocker. But that's a situation there. And so that happened in that territory, and Dover had to made a great defensive stand. Made Devlin kick the field goal with 30 seconds left. It's 9-6 Somersworth. And you're saying give both teams credit for this on a cold day.
Both of the teams played a grand game. A lot of friendship there by both players. They see one another. They're good friends, but once they get on that field, they were hitting very, very hard. And as you said, you give the final score, Pete, and we'll wind us up.
All right, and all scoring on touchdown-wise, other than the winning field goal with 30 seconds left, came in the second quarter. Kevin Hebert, a 4-yard run by a 4-yard touchdown run at 3 seconds into the second quarter, 11:57 left. And the kick was blocked. And with 49 seconds left in the half, Jason Hamlin, a 6-yard run. His PAT attempt on the kick went wide left, so it was 6-6 at halftime. That's the way it remained until a turnover was the situation, set up the final 20-yard field goal by Dan Devlin with 30 seconds left in the game. So this 2-year rivalry here on Thanksgiving Day. Somersworth won 12-6 last year. They win at 9-6 this time around, conclude a 9-2 season. Dover 5-6 overall, but I'm sure both teams feel they put in a premium effort here this morning on a cold day at Dunaway Field, Jim.
I enjoyed it, Pete.
I certainly enjoyed working with you, and thanks very much to our cameraman technician, Rich Gould, for coming out on this Thanksgiving morning. Once again, a thriller here at Dunaway Field in Dover High School as the Somersworth High Toppers conclude a successful 9-2 season, defeating Dover by a score of 9-6 on a 20-yard field goal by Dan Devlin with 30 seconds